my ass putting on this lip gloss to do this video. Hold on. Alright, so this is my first video I'm ever posting. So let's get right into it. I'm about to be talking about the sun in Cancer right now. And the sun is in Cancer right now. Let's bring it down. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna break it down like this. I'm gonna start with talking about, I'm gonna break down the planetary ruler, and then I'm gonna break down the motherfucking element, then I'm gonna break down the motherfucking modality, and then I'm gonna break down the overall energy spectrum, talking about my perspective on it based on polarity, and then I'm gonna give a summary. Okay, so let's get right into it. The sun is actually in Cancer right now. I believe we're like a couple days in, like 5 days in. So sun in Cancer individuals, we're talking about their actions. And so Cancer is ruled by the moon, and they're going to act on their emotions, or they're going to act on their mood, their comfortability, what makes them feel safe, and they're going to be vulnerable people. So with the moon being their planetary ruler, a lot of Cancers wear their heart on their sleeve. Like, they're very emotional and moody people. They definitely protect how they feel, or they express how they feel. They like to be in that space, and they like to be around people that they can also share that space with, right? Okay, I ran out of space, but this is a cool perspective too. So yeah, they're gonna want to be around people that they share space with, they can share that vulnerable space with. So these people are naturally very protective of their emotions, their vulnerabilities, what makes them feel safe and comfortable. They're very great nurturers. Being ruled by the moon, these people have the characteristic of being very empathetic and very... Okay, taps into the vibes and what's going on internally. And them, we can jump right into the modality. Them being cardinal, they're going to initiate this. So their actions, they're going to act on their mood, their empathy, what they're picking up and sensing from their environment, and they're going to display it. They're going to express it. You're going to be able to see that from this person. You're going to be able to see that they can pick up. They might say little things, like they might say something that made you feel better. They might have picked up on a mood you had, and they might have just like, damn, this person really like get understood, and they got that. Like they were able to sense that. They might have picked up that you was in a bad mood one day, and you usually be coming to work in a great mood and smiling, and then one day you might come in there and then they peep you and they're like, damn, this person's in a bad mood, let me uplift them, let me talk about some shit that I know they love talking about, things like that. They're very... Cancers actually, they are very great at great listeners, because I was about to say great advice givers, but at the same time, I think that their strength, like kind of like the sextile with Virgo, very great listeners. Virgo will be the advice giver, I feel like, in my opinion, because that's Mercury. Cancers are more in tune with the vibe. So it's like, even in this time where you might not want to talk about something, they're more inclined to like talk about things that they emotionally know you like to connect with and talk about, right? That moon energy ruling their sun sign, right? All right, so now we can move on to I'm really scared I'm about to run out of space, but next time I'm gonna come back with more space for y'all. But yeah, so the next thing, the element. So it being a water sign, so perfect. Yeah, they're very intuitive. They deal with the emotional realm. So with the element water, we're talking about our emotions, our feelings, and our mood, our vibes, connected to the moon. So this is the moon's exaltation. The moon is home, my bad, not its exaltation. The moon is exalted in Taurus, but it's home in Cancer. So the feeling realm itself is backed by, or Cancer is backed and supported by that realm, so that treasure, so these people treasure that. Like, that is like, to me, like, that's their power. I feel like Cancers are able to really be vulnerable and treat that space like it's sacred, and really initiate that in who they are, which makes them like so warm. They're very warm people. Even if they don't express like lovey-doveyness, these people have like a great like they have a lot of compassion for people in general. So that's Cancer sun with the water. So yeah, it's exalted in Jupiter, or Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So Cancer exaltation in Jupiter, it just emphasizes their ability to really connect to a feeling. And even if we're thinking about trying to manifest something, or not even trying to manifest shit, just believing and trying to trying to have a faith in something, and believing that something is, and being able to connect with it, and really I'm like, I can't even like find a great word, like absorb into it, or like be comfortable there, and then it becoming what you see in reality. Like, I feel like my best interpretation of that energy shows out when Cancers are always like, they like to, for example, they might express to you how they feel, and how they feel is how they feel. They're not gonna like change how they feel. If you hurt them, like, for example, they're not gonna let that shit go. Like, Cancers don't feel like that. But the exaltation with Jupiter, it really signifies their ability to really be emotionally like strong held, and like, yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say about the sun in Cancer. I done deleted like 10 million apps, but yeah, the sun in Cancer, the sun is transiting here now. So right now we're able to create a vibe and a comfort zone around what we're doing in reality. Last thing I want to say is the comparison of each axis. So we have Capricorns, we know, are very focused on their structure, their reality. They're always trying to get up. They're always trying to have success in the maternal and external world, and they don't necessarily place themselves in a vulnerable position ever. They always stay on top of things in order to be not in a vulnerable position, in order to have their things together material wise, so that they don't have to involve in that way. Because Capricorns have a mentality of the world being harsh and restrictive, and to be all real, like, this is an evil ass world. We live in an evil ass world. So the Capricorn are just, I look at it like they are like a walking embodiment of understanding that, like, energy itself, that, man, this world ain't shit. Like, you better dog these niggas. Like, that's how Capricorns will think. And so they won't even allow themselves to have that, to even experience that soft shell Cancer crab energy, and be vulnerable in spaces, because they're more focused on getting their comfort and their stability through material and external things. So that's that theme of the two axes. Like, Saturn being the ruler for Capricorn, and the moon being the ruler for Cancer. The moon is your Merkaba, like the thing that keeps you safe, your soul. Like, very like intuitive people. They're more focused on their internal realm, like that water energy. And then Capricorn being Saturn ruled earth sign, like very into reality, very focused on the maternal world. Now, it doesn't matter, like, it's not to say Capricorns are the evil people in the world, but like, and not to say Cancer are the angels because they focus on their moon. No, because the thing about it is, Cancers need to learn how to be like that in this world, because the more that they understand that this is a harsh world, they will actually become more emotionally intelligent and know that, okay, like, it's better to still be able to put your feelings and how you feel aside, but protect that space. But by protecting that is by avoiding vulnerable situations that you don't want to experience. Now, that's how cancers can benefit from, because like they'll put themselves in a lot of vulnerable situations because that's their comfort. But it's not always with the right people, places, and things. And you know, what's right for one person, whatever, it might not be right for the other person. But cancers have a lot of like that moodiness, that up and down energy. So they lack that Saturn disciplined, restrictive like nature. So they can benefit from their opposite sign. And then Capricorns can benefit because they lack the emotional connectivity to what they're doing. Like they always are good in structuring and creating things, but and like getting on top of things and not allowing the world to affect how they really feel inside, which is a great skill because like I said, yeah, this is an evil ass world. Like they got the right perspective in a sense, but you always have to have equilibrium. You have to be, and shout out Dolo, because you have to be in a space of understanding though. Like you have to have some, what is the reason, what's the emotional connection behind what you're doing. Like so Capricorns are very they could be pessimistic sometimes, they could be moody too, but yeah, Cancers are, this is kind of just like a loose thought, honestly. I low-key try to be structured. This is like very loose thought, but I'm gonna post this anyway because it looks like I can still record, so I'm gonna just keep talking. It might be like chopped up a little. My next video will be better. Just talking about the Sun in Cancer now. Like, yeah, these people too are very artistic and creative. Like everything we create comes from our emotions, like in our inside. So I feel like I love like Cancer's creativity really, it always gives a sense of connectivity. Like you can feel where they're coming from when they express their art. I love the creation. They're very creative people because they always like to discard no water. Like they want to create and express how they feel inside. So they could be like musicians, artists, business owners as well, managers. Like they feel a certain way about themselves. Cancers can make stuff happen because they really do connect emotionally to that space, and then they move like that with the sun being there. So they're gonna express it like and they're gonna be comfortable, and they're gonna always want to be comfortable. So this not like, if they out somewhere and it's not like a vibe for them, that's like this don't feel right, like, or like I don't feel comfortable, a Cancer, it don't matter. And then even a lot of people with the fourth house placements, I have as well, but more of the Cancer energy, I'll see like Cancer signs, if they don't feel comfortable somewhere, like they will leave, they will want to go. Like they will not stay in no environment that they don't want to go, or they won't come out at all because they already know how they're gonna feel when they go out. Like they're very like emotionally intelligent like that, which I respect about them, because they're aware about what makes them feel comfortable, and that's a strength to have. And I think everybody should have that strength and feel like they know what's comfortable and what makes them feel good, and be able to make that happen for themselves, like, which is what Cancers do. They will initiate that vibe for themselves. So Cancer Sun, usually very moody people, but they only, like, honestly, they're very calming, and they're very calming because it's the moon. So they're not like gonna be all, and they don't have like a lot of energy, like, but they can be very expressive, like, and they can be on 10, like, so it's really ways with them. I think that's all I have to say about Cancer. Yeah, so the fourth house energy is talking about comfort zones and our safety and how we gain safety and stability, familiarity. Cancers have that motherly energy too. Like Cancers will, because even in astrology, which a lot of people correlate the moon to the mother energy, But honestly, the moon is just your Merkaba. Like, the moon is just your sacred space. Like, the moon is that energy that you resonate with to your core, like to your core's being. Like, so they just can sense, like they can sense a lot of things, and they can sense that realm. So they can take care and have like this motherly energy, because it's like, damn, how did you know I needed that? How did you come to the crib with everything that I needed? How did you know, like you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. Mom always has what you need. Like, you always call your mom. You, like, motherfuckers in college be calling their mothers for everything, like just for anything. Cancers give that energy. Like, they so they so like empathetic and compassionate with others. They always give off like that care, deeply caring for people, deeply caring emotionally about things, like sometimes too much. But they definitely are really great people. I think they're powerful, great friends, and understanding, compassionate people. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about the sun in Cancer. The sun is transiting now, so this is a very great space. This is a very great space to really connect with home, build your comfort space in your home, and really protect what makes you feel comfortable, and spend time catering to your space and allowing yourself to understand good emotional boundaries and healthy releases for them, and get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. So that is all for today, or this video. This is literally my first video. Yeah, this was just I'll leave this as a tester video, honestly. But honestly, you know, who gives a fuck? We learning astrology out here. So yeah.